Now back at 600 yards, your positioning becomes even more important because now you've added other things to it. One of the biggest things you can take out of it is making sure you're steady on your rifle.
Okay.
And you've got good mechanics, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. Are you ready to go?
I am. So we're at 15.5.
Okay, let's try it. Ready when you are, Murray.
Okay.
You were pretty well centered on windage. Might have been a little bit low, we'll see. But pretty close. You should be on paper solid. Very nice. Solid 10 just outside the X-ring at about 7:30. If you'll come right about 1/4 minute, you'll be in the X-ring. Very nice first shot. Looked about perfect. We'll see where you're at. You were just outside the X-ring at 1 o'clock. Did you call that shot good?
Yeah. When the gun recoiled, it twisted slightly out of my line of sight, so I must not have had it lined up properly.
Okay, if you hold the center hold again, you see the wind flag down there at the 100?
Yes.
Starting to flutter out the right side a little bit, so it should push your bullet right back in again with the same hold. Looked pretty good. Did you feel the wind change?
Yeah, suddenly, yeah.
Okay. Okay, you're still in the 10 ring over at 10 o'clock. You're shooting, your last 2 shots have been a little high. You might think about coming down 1/4 minute. That's the other thing that a data book will allow you to have, is it lets you spot patterns.
Okay.
Something that we do in competition, and this is whether it's tactical competition or in F class, is if we see the wind come up and we're comfortable with our windage 0, we'll start holding off to the side. It's commonly referred to as Kentucky windage. But what we'll do is you don't just do it, you hold off anywhere, you hold off and have a defined aiming point. So right now the wind's coming out of the right side. You'll use, say, the scoring ring at 3 o'clock in the X ring.
Yes.
Or you'll use the scoring ring at 3 o'clock in the 10 ring.
Okay.
And vice versa if the wind comes out of the left.
I've turned my magnification way down to about 10 because of the mirage.
Well, then you can, what's called shading, you can shade to the right side a little bit.
Okay.
It won't be quite as precise, but it'll still get you over where at least vertically you should be in the X-ring.
Okay.
Look at your wind flag now. It's coming strong out of the right. It's fluttering up. Now it's starting to, you got a change up coming. See how it's swirling?
Yes.
And watch the wind as it goes down range. You see the grass in front of you? You've got a strong tailwind, but see how it's coming more out of the right than the left? So you want to shade just a little bit right.
And just a little bit right. Felt like a good shot.
Okay. The wind laid down a little bit, but I think you were still in condition when you shot. What I mean by that is the wind eased up.
Oh boy, low.
It was low. Yeah, you're still out to the left.
Low and to the left.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if I want to bring that back up 1/4.
You could, but I think what you got hit with is a headwind that came off the hill down there too. But if you want to play it safe, yes, you could come up that 1/4 minute. But now you got a strong wind out of the right, and your wind out of the right is probably about 1.5 minutes in strength, meaning that it's going to move the bullet about 12 to 14 inches to the left.
Okay.
So you have a choice. Either you can aim at, say, at the scoring ring, the 9-ring scoring ring, or you can make an adjustment.
I'm holding just a little bit to the right.
Okay. Looked like that was a good call. We'll see where it comes up. Perfect. X. That was a perfect shot. Well, watch your wind condition. Now you know a condition. What we often do is when we see a condition and we shoot a good shot in it, we wait for that condition to come back.
Uh-huh.
And then you just shoot in that condition again.
What do you do if you're under a time constraint?
Then you make your best guess and you shoot whatever condition you're in.
You go with what you got.
Yes, sir. Whenever you're ready, Murray. See your wind flags coming out of the left now. That left wind down there, even the mirage back here has you at about a 3/4 to a 1 minute left value.
I can see the mirage through the scope, yeah, coming from the left.
Uh-huh. You want to hold about 3 o'clock on the edge of the 10 ring. I'm sorry, 9 o'clock on the edge of the 10 ring. Okay, the wind's coming down.
Felt like a good break.
Looked pretty good too. Very nice. X, you hit the spotter.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to coach you anymore, Murray.
Well,
You're shooting too good.
let's try the hunting rifle.
Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to try just aiming with the top of your bottom post before it duplexes down. Aim it right at the center of the target with that and we'll see where it hits. So why don't we give it a try? Okay.
All up for shooting more.
Okay. Good luck.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
That did not hit the impact zone. I think it hit the berm behind us.
Copy. Thank you. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
So we may not have enough elevation in doing that, which is also good information. Just for interest, why don't you take that post and aim at the top of the target board.
Where the orange dot is.
That would be perfect. You hit low and to the right.
Stan, we have no impacts in the...
Yeah, the wind really picked up out of the left.
Stan, we have no impacts in the paper, but we seen it hit the berm. I'm pretty sure you shot low.
Copy that. I saw it as low and to the right. What this tells me
I think we found it. It was low and right. It's in the bottom corner of the paper. Yeah, here it is, low and right. 4 minutes up, 4 minutes left.
Copy, thank you. What this kind of tells me is for this type of sighting, this is probably beyond where you would want to shoot this in a hunting situation.
I agree.
If you want to shoot just to see if you can bring it in, that'd be kind of cool. Just be interesting to know where it's at. But it's not going to be useful information that you'd be able to use out in the field. You would actually have to get on your scope and make an adjustment to find a good zero for back here. Would you like to try it again just for grins and giggles and see how it works out?
Yeah. Yeah, I will.
Okay. You have static wind. It's coming out of the right down there about 200 yards off. Looked like it was still low. You had good wind that time. It was just dead wind. You had a little bit of left to right down at the targets and a little bit of right to left back here.
Stan, it hit the berm, it hit the impact area, and we don't see it in the target again. Fire another shot. We weren't really watching the impact area that close.
That's okay, I saw it. It was low and still a little bit to the right.
Okay, we're gonna raise it back up.
I think you're just shooting ammo now.
Yeah, well, one last shot.
Okay.
I'm not only shooting ammo, I'm bruising up my shoulder. It'd be a wonder if I could shoot this without flinching, this last shot.
There's a cost for
to the right.
that one was also to the right.
Okay. Here comes a bullseye with Kentucky windage.
Your windage looked pretty good. You were still a little bit right, but I think you were a little higher in the black.
Oh yeah, it should be.
Yeah, you're at 5 o'clock in the 8 ring.
Okay, I got it just for giggles. I think I can do better than that.
Okay, the wind's picked up to your left, from your left now.
From the left?
From the left, you'll have to hold a little bit further left. Okay, it's coming back down a little bit. Okay, you're back in condition now.
That's either right on or a little high. There it is.
Solid 10 at 9 o'clock. Good shooting.
Okay. I'll draw you a picture of what I did. Yeah, I'm gonna say that this is the square frame,
Mm-hmm.
and our target, our target is here on the frame. There's an orange dot here.
Mm-hmm.
And we tried the post here, and it didn't even hit the paper.
Okay.
We tried the post here with the crosshairs like this, and we were low and to the right. The shot that impacted here, I was holding here,
Okay.
and that hit low and to the right, but in the black, just barely in the black. And then I held here, and then it impacted here.
Wait, from that progression, I think it's obvious your rifle's capable, but I think you're good. If you're going to try to shots back this far, you need to either upgrade your scope to one with target turrets. I guess upgrade's not the right word, but change it to a scope where you have some target turrets that you can make adjustments on, or they have mil dots or some kind of metering system inside the crosshairs.
Okay.
And I think you'd be fine.
Well, so we move on to the AR.
Let's do it.
Certainly, the way this rifle is set up now, anything past 400. I think at 400 on an animal, holding dead on or just above the post would have put us in a kill zone. But clearly at 600, it'd be unethical to shoot.
You're beyond it now.
Yeah.
We'll get your AR up here. Okay, Murray. Now you found that back at the 300 where you've got to aim to hit centered black, and it's pretty much spot on. The normal come up back here with the 308 or 223 is about 18 and a half, maybe 19 and a half minutes, depending on the velocity. And now you've got the added factor of the wind, and the wind is going to be a little hard on this projectile, this little tiny projectile. But what we're going to see now is what you have to do in your aiming to hit spot on at 600 yards. And it may be where you have to take your red dot and put it on top of the black, or you may be able to use one of the 6 o'clock holes on one of the circles in your reticle to hold straight on the black. So we're going to try a little experiment. You up for it?
Sure.
All right, good job. Okay, we'll have rounds coming down range.
Yeah, I have a very distinct aiming point at the bottom of that circle where there's that crosshair coming through it. But when I hold that bottom of that circle on the black, the little dot is actually above the number 5 up in the field.
That's probably going to be too high, but we could try it and see.
I'll take my first shot that way, hoping that the bullet lands in the berm somewhere.
Okay. Ready when you are, Murray. You've got pretty good wind right at the moment, too. A little right to left down at the target.
Everyone good to go?
Good to go. I did not see the trace.
Thing on paper.
Copy. And I didn't see the trace, so when it comes back up, we'll try another round.
Not on paper?
It hit the impact area.
You say it did hit the impact area?
Sure.
You were in the impact area.
Low.
It's low.
That's at the bottom of the target on the inside perimeter of the radius of the circle.
All right, they said the last shot was low. It was in the impact burn, but a little low. Oh, you hit way up there. You're right underneath the number 5 number board.
Okay.
That one hit about 3 feet under the number 5 scoreboard.
Copy, thank you.
It was way high.
Copy, thank you. That give you an idea where to shoot at now?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. This one's on paper.
Okay. Looked a lot better. That one should be on paper.
So, Stan, what I've done is I've centered the target between the circumference of the circle and the red dot.
Thought that was a good shot. It was centered up good. It was low. It was low on the impact area, and we can't see an impact.
Copy. Well, they're calling it low. I thought it was pretty good, but they do not see a hole in the target. Let's try one more round, Murray. Just off the edge of the black at 11 o'clock. I think what I'm seeing though, Murray, this is beyond your aiming system for this for what we're trying to do.
Yeah, I'm holding in between the dot and the edge of the circle and just trying to make it the same each time.
Mm-hmm.
I could lay down suppressive fire at this distance, but not precision fire.
No, not a chance. With practice perhaps, but as it stands right now, it's the aiming system is not
The only
not
way
precise
we can
enough.
adjust for this is to adjust the zero within the scope, and then we'd be totally off for between
That's correct.
100 and 300 yards.
Right, it's not designed for that. It's designed for close-in CQB work, things like that.
Yeah.
But you've already learned that you can shoot to 300 with it, and with practice maybe 600, but right now you could, like you said, if it was in a military situation, you could lay down suppressive fire. But that's about where you're at 600 yards. And the wind conditions right now with the little 55 grain bullet are being a little bit harsh on it.
Yeah.
So I think
lucky, even if you have a good idea where it's hitting at 600 yards, you're lucky to be on paper with each shot.
But I think we're done with this one. I don't see any future in this one, at least how we have it set up right now.
Yep.
So
I'm gonna unload.
Want to wrap it up?
On. Magazine out. Magazine check.
Rifle safe.
Chamber check.
Good shooting, Murray. You had to give it a try.
Yep. So when we go back to 1,000 yards, we'll be shooting the Savage Model 12 only.
I think so. Sounds like a plan. Yep. I'm anxious to see what it does back there.
And that's a Carter Cutlery high performance tip.